You can go ahead.
John 11:32 through 36 reads, Now when Mary came to where Jesus was and saw him, she fell at his feet, saying to him, Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. When Jesus saw her weeping, and the Jews who had come with her also weeping, he was deeply moved in spirit and greatly troubled. And he said, Where have you laid him? They said to him, Lord, come and see. Jesus wept. So the Jews said, See how he loved him. So I'm sure most of us, if not all, have all heard the story of the three little pigs, where the mother sends off her sons, who are three pigs, and they go build their houses with sticks, straw, and brick, respectively. And it's kind of an example of how we are not always wise with our actions, but Jesus in the end is. And Satan, or the wolf who is coming to come and eat us or bring us into sin, comes to the first house, and we, being the sinners we are, fall and have to flee to someone else. And he keeps following us and keeps following us, and as we see, like the next house with the sticks doesn't work either. And so the third brother with the bricks is kind of like Jesus, where we can have like his protection and his saving from sin. And I think a lot of people understand that Jesus does save us, but we kind of forget, like for me personally at least, how it is possible that he does so. And it's always important that he was both true man and true God for him to do this. He needed to be true God so that he could resurrect, so that he could be there and bring us to heaven with him and die for our sins. Verses like Matthew 3:16 through 17 talk about Jesus' baptism, and that shows God claiming him as his son and showing that he is with God and that we don't need to worry. Also in Luke 17, verses 11 through 19, when Jesus talks about the 10 lepers and healing the 10 lepers. While it was important that he was true God, it was also just as important that he was true man. And with Jesus, even though he starts off with the miracle of the Virgin Mary having a kid through God, it's also the fact that he was born through a woman and that he was able to live like a normal person, something that only a true man could do. In John 11, which I had read, 35, it says that Jesus wept, showing that he had wept and how the Jews had said, see how he loved him. It shows not only that he did do something that only humans can do with showing emotion, but that he does care about us and that he can care about us. It was important that he was true man just as much as true God, if not more important, because he was able to die for us. He was able to take our place. And if he had not been able to take our place, then we would be not where we are right now. In the handout I had showed you, or passed out, you can look at it now if you would like. It is in the LSB hymn number 666. And as some might know, that number is usually associated with the devil. And that was one hymn that my grandpa, who's a pastor, had always pointed out to me as, even though it is the devil's number and how it is not always the best, we can find lightness and remember that we are protected and that we are saved by Jesus. And that was always just kind of a hymn that has been personal to me. Since God was true man and true God, he can not only die for the sinners, but resurrect for us and allow to be with us in eternal life. John 11:35 may be the shortest verse in the Bible, but is also the most important. For me, it gives me the most insurance that I am protected and that I am safe. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you, Jerry.